In today's world, it is almost impossible to function without an email address. It is essential not only for everyday online activities, such as creating profiles on social media, online shopping, and signing up for seminars and courses, but also in a real world. For example, when opening a bank account, scheduling medical appointments, or enrolling in college, you will often be asked to provide your email address. On the other hand, online security experts often emphasize that from a security standpoint, it is better to give someone your password than your email address. If someone knows your password but does not know what it unlocks, they will not be able to use it. The likelihood of someone guessing your email address is very low, but if they know your email address, they can attempt various methods to reset your password or send you phishing messages that appear to come from a legitimate source, tricking you into revealing information that could be used to take over your account. Less dangerous but irritating problem is when you give your email address and then get bombarded with spam messages in the form of promotions, offers, and newsletters. In one of our previous videos, we discussed ways to protect yourself from unwanted messages using DuckDuckGo email aliases. DuckDuckGo email aliases are currently one of the best solutions, as they allow you to create an unlimited number of aliases and delete any that you no longer need. If you haven't watched that video and want to learn how to use this service, you can find the link in the description. Unfortunately, DuckDuckGo currently does not offer the option to reply to emails using an alias. You can only receive emails through this service. If you register for a service where you will occasionally need to reply to emails, a better solution is simple login, which offers a reverse alias option, allowing you not only to receive but also to send emails using an alias, as shown in this image. When you visit the website, link will be in the video description, click on Pricing button. You will find both free and paid options available. The free option allows you to create up to 10 email aliases, which should be sufficient for most users. Of course, if you are using multiple email services like Google, Outlook, Yahoo, and others, you can register using those accounts to get a larger number of aliases, specifically the number of email accounts you use multiplied by 10. When you click on Sign Up button, all you need to do is enter the email address you want to use, set a password, and verify that you are human. Click on I am human and complete the task as instructed. After that, click on Create Account button, after which you will receive a verification email. Open the email and click on Verify Email. Once you do that, you will be redirected to your simple login home page, where you will get a brief overview of the site basic functions and one pre-created alias email address. I will delete this email address to show you how to do it and how to create a new one. First, click on More button, then on Delete. After that, you will receive two options. Disable it. Choose this option if you want to continue using the given email but do not want to receive messages in your inbox. This is, for example, the case when you use the email address to register on a shopping website like Temu or Amazon. You made a purchase and in the future you may want to buy something else, but you do not want to receive offers, promotions and newsletters sent by that site. If that is the case, select the Disable It option. This way, the email remains active, but messages will not come to you until you decide to unblock them. If you have used a specific email alias and you are sure you will not use it again, choose the option Delete it, I don't need it anymore, which I will do in this case. When it comes to creating a new alias, you have two options: random, where the site generates a new email if you do not care how it looks. If you want to define the name and domain yourself, click on New Custom Alias. When you do that, first select the domain you want by clicking on the drop-down menu and choosing one you like. Note: choose a domain next to which it says public domain, as premium domains can only be used for 1 week under the free plan. Once you define domain, in the alias section, write the name of your email alias. I will write test, as we are doing this for demonstration purposes. Finally, click on the Create button. Once you do that, your email alias will be created and you can start using it. Now, to use Reverse Alias option, which allows you to reply to emails using the created email alias, you first need to click on Contacts button. When you do this, a field will appear where you need to enter the email address of the person you want to reply to, or the email address to which you want to send a message. After entering the email address, click on Create Reverse Alias. Then, in the newly created field, click on Copy Reverse Alias to copy the address. Open your email, and in the field where you need to enter email address of the person you are sending a message to, paste the copied address. All you need to do now is enter a subject for the message and the content. For example, I will write test as a subject, and in the content I will enter numbers. Then click Send. If we done everything correctly, we should receive a given email where the sender is the alias email address we created and the subject of the email is test. When I open the email, we can see the content we entered. If this process seems a bit complicated and confusing right now, don't worry. After you repeat it a few times, it will become second nature and automatic. In conclusion, it is important to highlight that in addition to the web service that you can use regardless of operating system, Simple Login is also available as an extension for Chrome, Firefox, Edge and Safari browsers. Additionally, it is offered as an app for Apple devices. Link to the App Store, where you can download the app for iPhone, as well as the Mac App Store, will be provided in the video description. Android users can also download the app from Google Play and F-Droid. Since this is an open source application, you will also find a link to GitHub, where you can review the source code of the app. Thanks to everyone who took the time to watch this video. I hope you find it useful or at least informative.